Hello, Gunners. Today I want to take you on a more extended tour through my backyard to see how everything is going. There's a lot of things that are dying, and I also want to show you all the fruit trees we have. We're going to start over here. Well, if you've seen this before, this is a wildflower patch we have, and the sunflowers have bloomed, and I'm excited. Next year, we're going to be planting more. In this bed we added some, I think we have some squash here, and also some melons that we saw here. So if you can see here, it's going, the vine's going down, and hopefully we will be able to harvest it if it doesn't get taken out. We got a lot of marigolds here. The tomatoes are almost done because we had a drought and it's been a very hot year with not so much water, so it's been hard to keep them alive. We have a squash that is already growing in here. I'm excited to harvest it. If you remember, we planted this eucalyptus tree back when it was still snowing, and it has put a lot of growth. This is it works great on my son. It's very cold hardy. If you can see here, all the new growth, it's all this here. We're gonna have to transplant this to the back side of our backyard because it's gonna grow more, and I don't want this to shade the rest of my garden. We got our chamomile that it gave us our best. It's still flowering, but I just couldn't keep up. We got our chicken there, Speedwagon. She's looking for more grapes to eat. We got our strawberries that we planted from seed. Those are Alexandria strawberries from M.I. Garner, and he gave us a crop, but they were small. So well, next year we're gonna have more. This is a black Arkansas apple, and I had tasted this before, and it's good. This is the second season in ground. We got our garden bed here that everything, the tomatoes here are dying. We had a lot of yellow pear tomatoes that they are delicious, but they just crack too much, and I don't think, maybe I'll grow them this next year, but it will be maybe one or two plants, but it's just a lot. But my chickens have been enjoying this, and we got the sarolois and a lot of marigolds. This year we tried to trellis our squash. I know somebody commented in another video that you cannot trellis the bush varieties, but this is a binding variety here. I cannot remember the exact name. As you can see, we have a couple, and we already harvested a few more. I think this is a great method of growing zucchinis because you can, we have this big bamboo here. I think it's about, I don't know, like 7 feet tall. Can't remember, but we can avoid some diseases, and it's more airflow, so it's supposedly healthier to grow it this way. This is the first year growing it, and so far so good. So it works on the binding varieties. Let me take you to our cucumber patch. So as we mentioned it before, our cucumbers got eaten, so we tried it in growing it in this bed. So the way we had success, because our chickens and a beaver was coming and eating the leaves, is that we had an insect netting like this one here on this bed here. So we let the plants grow. It was probably about 2 feet tall when we uncovered it, and you see this is the China Jade cucumber, and this is also from Baker's Creek. It is, look how big it is. It's a very big cucumber. We're going to harvest after that, and it has been a great productive plant. We have 2 more varieties here, but I mean, we tried it. We weren't sure if this was going to make it because of the issues we have with the pests, but it has been doing great, and we planted some more cucumbers here, and it's doing great here. In this section here, we have a, let me see what this is. Oh, this is a pear, European. Let me see. It's a Magnus pear. And this is, I think this is the first year in ground. I do have to remove this sucker here so it doesn't take energy away from the tree. This is my favorite peach, sweetest peach I have ever tried. This is a veteran peach. And we got here I think this is a Stella cherry. This is a sweet cherry. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's a dwarf Stella cherry here. And let me show you here what else we have. Oh, we got two Stella cherries. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a Rainier cherry. This is also sweet cherry, but we do have pollinators for them here throughout the backyard, not so far away from each other. This is a bean cherry. Let me just, we planted this year also, and this is our pepper section here, like Tabasco, purple cayenne, poblano, and other things. Now let me take you more to more inside here. Got my helper here today. She's a sweet, very sweet dog with us. She's sweet with us and the people she likes. Okay, this is a pear warren. We got this from a local nursery to our area that is called Edible Landscape, and also that we planted today. I'm gonna give you more detail, more extended tour so I can show you what we are growing, each of the trees we're growing. And this one we got for Starburst, and this is a granny apple that pollinates the black Arkansas apple. This is a new one. I think this is, let me just, it's the Liberty apple. This is a very disease resistant apple. So I'm excited for that one. I know I'm not gonna get a harvest yet, but it's still nice to, at least we have it growing already. This is another black Arkansas apples. I think we have a couple. My Dahlia patch that has seen its better days. Here we have I think it's a Chicago Hardy. I cannot remember what it is, but this does good in my zone. And we got like a road of tomatoes here. This is a jujube tree. This is the Lee jujube. I don't think it has any, this one doesn't have any fruits, but this one here, if you can follow me, this is a sugarcane jujube. I think this is holding about 4 of them. I think I only see 3, but it's fine. It's its first year. It's been on the ground for 1 year, and this is a persimmon that it died. So I pruned everything, and it's growing from here. Hopefully it will survive. We have a small strawberry patch here of Charlotte strawberries that apparently is a very sweet strawberry, and I'm excited to try this. And this is a white gold semi-dwarf cherry that has been attacked by the Japanese beetles, but I mean, still doing good. We got here a Russian pomegranate that has put a significant growth. It was a small bush when we bought it, and it has tripled its size. In my area, zone 7B, we are able to grow Russian varieties. I cannot remember this. I think it's a Salabaski. I cannot remember which kind it is. It didn't flower this year, but hopefully next year it will. This is our asparagus patch that we got from plants from Sam's Club this year. They were 1-year-old crowns, and you know, if you want a vegetable that will give you for 20 years, asparagus is a good way to start. We got our grapes vines flower patch here, and we also have another Stella. Yeah, we have another sweet cherry here. This is the Stella, and this here, let me see. Okay, if you can see here, I don't, this is the pear chin leaf semi-dwarf. This is our blackberry patch here. We got our tomatillos. We planted, I think, about 10 plants, and it has been very productive. This is a cacao squash here. This is why we're doing we're trellising our squash so we can save space. And I know we have a lot of space, but it's very nice to be able to plant other things so we can have it in one area. This is a four-way combo apple tree. It has red delicious apples, and I cannot remember, we need to spray this because it has some type of bacterial disease. Not sure what it could be, but we had to spray. We know with apples you have to spray. We had to spray them, but we haven't had time to spray them. This here is a red delicious apple. This is another of our peach trees. This is a veteran peach, and we got another one here. It has doubled the size from last year. In this area here, so we have a panache fig, a tiger fig tree. This is so this was labeled as a Italian fig at my local farmers market, so I bought it. Not sure exactly what kind. This is the Italian 258. This is a pear tree that was planted. The seed was planted by the squirrels. This is a plum tree, and it's a Stanley plum tree here. We have another plum tree here, and okay, so this is a ruby sweet plum tree here. This is another jujube, and I don't see any fruits, but I do see, if you want to come and see here, I do see lots of flowers, and I do see some fruits here. They are over here. So there's a lot of fruit on this one, and this let me see the variety of this one. This is the one has put more growth than the other ones we have. Okay, this is the Lee jujube. We have another one here with fruits. If you can see over here, let me see. Okay, and this is the land jujube, and it has a lot of fruits too. We have some persimmons. Okay, these are our persimmon trees. We got this kind over here. I don't know how to pronounce this one. If you can see, and we got a sour cherry here. This is a black Tartarian cherry, and we have another sour cherry there. I cannot remember the name. I have to look for the tag, but it's another sour cherry. We got a chocolate persimmon here that had a couple of fruits, but it dropped all the fruits, but we still have next year. This here is a Fuji persimmon. There's, I think, one or two fruits on this one I saw, but I cannot remember where. But I saw a couple of fruits there. This is another one like the other one here. I cannot pronounce that. And if you can see that there's one, it's holding one here. Maybe if we get lucky enough, we will have a crop, a small crop. This is our guava, pineapple guava, and we have another one there, but it's smaller because it doesn't get as much sun, but this one does. Okay. This is our butterfly garden. Everything has put out significant growth. We got our clematis and a lot of, we got a couple of annuals here. This is a dahlia that when the season is over, we're gonna dig out the bulbs but we also have some native plants here, so that's why I'm mainly focusing on adding native plants in this area here, well, throughout the property, but especially in this one. This is our greenhouse, and we planted inside here a Meyer lemon tree here, hoping that is in ground, hoping that in this winter it will be able to grow up more and hopefully it won't die. This is my husband did work on this, so we put the weed cloth there, so at least we have one step more done in the greenhouse here. We got some sweet potatoes here, some peppers, and some squash, and some pumpkins. This is our citrus bed here that my husband built this year. We have, and everything is doing well. We only have one lemon here in this Meyer lemon. We have lime, we got kumquat, we have this one that has two or three in one. I cannot remember. I had to work on the name tags here. We got a red ruby grapefruit. We got our avocado tree here. We have one blood orange. We got sugar bell. This is new and it's putting some growth. It's growing slow, but at least it's growing. This is the first time we got it this year. There's a lot of buds here in this grapefruit tree. We got this blood orange here, and it has about 4 citrus here. We also have our Meyer lemon that doesn't have anything this year, and we got another sugar bell here. We got some peppers. We call this ruda in my country, and this is very great to have in your backyard. We got our corn patch here. We have a couple of more pear trees. We got another Granny Smith apple that is not doing well, and we also have another pear tree here that has not put a lot of growth, but I'm still gonna keep it and see. Hopefully it will put more growth next year. And a lot of flowers that we have planted. This is still a work in progress we have. There's a lot of cleaning up we have to do here. We got the only pear here, the only tree that gave us a crop this year and that hold the fruit is this one here. Is the chinko pear. This is an Asian pear. There is one on this one that seems to be growing, but not sure if it's gonna make it. And this is the pear we have here, and of course a lot more wildflowers and tomatoes. And this is our chicken coop here, and it has some windows for ventilation. And I got a couple of chickens here eating some watermelons here. I still have to make a video of this coop. Is solar power, which makes our life easier with an automatic door here. And our greenhouse that is ready for the winter. And this is one of the pests we have here that have been eating our tomatoes, but we got plenty more, so I'm gonna leave those for them. So if you have reached the end of the video, I want to thank you for your support and for taking the time to watch. I appreciate that. To all those who have subscribed, thank you very much. And if you haven't, I will appreciate the support if you can subscribe to my channel. It's been almost a year since we started this YouTube channel, and we have put so much growth into, so much time and effort into this landscape. And as many of you know, we're trying to transform this into a total edible garden. Planting wildflowers was a nice thing to do this year, but next year I'm gonna be very specific to what I grow, because there's a lot of things that were invasive. So that is a tip that I will tell you, that if you're gonna plant some wildflowers, just make sure they're not invasive in your zone. So next year I'm just gonna be picking up certain flowers. And oh, there's one more small greenhouse we have here, and we have a calamansi citrus here. I forgot to, oh no, never mind, this is the Torles key lime. I have about 10 citrus, I cannot remember the names, but anyways, thank you for watching this video, and until the next video, let's keep on growing a green thumb together.